Hey yo, it's Davo. What's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna do some friendly PvP matches with the homie YAMCHA. Now, this one's a little bit interesting because the homie YAMCHA is gonna use the Pleiades of the Azure sky, right? So he's gonna use Death Pierce, Deldry, Arden, and Delgado on the back, right? And I'm gonna use Dawn's Roar. I'm gonna use Red Slater for the most part, Simon, Hugo, and Weinhardt. Weinhardt increases penetration. Hugo gives everybody defensive stats boost when he has a full O gauge. Simon just increases everybody's attack. And what does Slater do? I think he resists. No, he lowers. What does he lower? Decrease all enemies' crit resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance. Okay, so that's pretty useful. I figured since I thought I had more 80 units for Dawn's Roar, so that's why I picked Dawn's Roar. But as you can see later in the video, Yamcha's gonna work me with Deldry because she of course came in clutch. Right here, Simon came in clutch for me. Actually, the first fight was actually like really good in my favor. I had a lot of good cards and stuff. I really tried to attempt to get Hugo max O gauge. As well, I didn't get it here, but I'm telling you, that was my thought process. But it just lined up to where I got ultimates for everybody else. Once I got Simon's ultimate, that was like really great because of course he has an AoE, and plus with his passive he was like really valuable. Second most valuable was probably Slater, tied with Weinhardt, but you know, it's all right. We we actually wiped the whole team right before Simon dies, which is funny. It was kind of like a last resort type of thing. He was poisoned, and I'm like, bro, I gotta use his ultimate. He's gonna die, and it was worth it completely. And Simon actually won me the first fight. So usually it's always like a clean sweep for YAMCHA, but I had to win one. I told myself, dude, if you don't win one, it's like you're gonna be in the deepest depths of depression. But it was all right. We came around. Hugo was obviously charmed by Derriere, which is great because if she charms like one of my AoEs, it's like it's over. It's GG. Or if she like charms anybody who I like hold good stock in, but if it's somebody I don't really care about like attack wise, I really just want to use their passive, then it's like perfect. So first fight was perfect for me. Hugo got charmed. He doesn't have AoE or anything, so his damage wasn't like mitigated. So it was perfect. It was a dream come true. But things will change. I'll promise you that. So we win the first fight by some stroke of luck. I think it was just really the cards, honestly. But I'm gonna try. Second fight, I switched some things around. I put Weinhardt in the middle and Simon in the back because I didn't want Simon to get charmed or like targeted. Because last fight, right, he completely teamed like, and right here, dog, I felt like a crying little baby just trying to attempt. I was like, what's going on? Why can't I hit? And then I went off to the side and looked what Deldry does with the passive, where she's right here. Charm one enemy at the start of the battle in PvP. If the target uses a skill that will deal immediate damage to Deldry, the skill will be cancelled and no damage will be taken by any ally. If it is an AoE, it says if it's an AoE. And Weinhardt is completely AoE. unless he's talking about his ultimate. Both of his cards, he's just like Hauser when it comes to like kit type stuff, but Hauser is 100% AoE because even his ultimate is AoE. So Weinhardt is like 2/3 AoE. So I was kind of upset. I thought Weinhardt was gonna be my main damage dealer. I was coming in thinking like, yo, I can do this. I could deal a lot of damage and hit everybody at the same time. And plus I could maybe get Deldry out of here with the ultimate if I rush Weinhardt's, right? But no, that wasn't the case. So if you're charmed, it's GG. As you can see, I'm dropping like flies. It's over. Death Pierce is pretty clutch when it comes to his passive too. I don't know too much about his cards, but I know he isn't crazy. So yeah, you can see me just spamming like my AoEs. I'm just trying to get my ultimate, honestly. Death Pierce, his ultimate is AoE too, so that's like pretty clutch too. So I guess it's like 2 pluses about him. He's like His cards aren't the greatest, but I believe his AoE could come in clutch because he lowers attack too. So it's like, yo, he can lower attack and he like lowers my crit resistance and crit defense, I believe. So I thought I could get rid of Delgy right there, but obviously it wasn't enough. And you can see I pretty much lost the second fight. Yeah, this is pretty much the theme for the rest of the video. I'm not gonna lie. What else? I don't really want to say yeah, you know, he has the type advantage with the Arden over there. Once Arden is pretty all right. I mean, for SR he's okay. When he comes into battle, he lowers everybody ult gauge by 2, but it's only so many the Pleiades of Azure Sky, right? It's only so many. It's like 4 in the game right now. It's only Dogeto, Deldry, Arden, and Deathpierce. Denzel isn't in the game, but you can fight him in the story mode. But that's kind of a bummer though. And Dawn's Roar, it's only, yeah, I mean, it's all of them are in the game, right? Because there's only 5 of them, and all 5 are in the game. Hugo is a SR. Jillian is a green SR. She's a support for HP for green characters. Simon used for PvP, and Red Slater is used for PvP. I can't speak. Red Slater is used for PvP too. Well, you can, because he debuffs everybody, right? And Weinhardt just boost everybody penetration, mostly used for PvE. None of them are outstanding except for really Slater, honestly. So like I said, you want to use Blue Slater for like Red Demon and other stuff like that. If they bring out like another demon that's like time limited and stuff, and then usually red, usually Slater is really great if he can be debuffed too. So you can if he does stances and he can be debuffed, yeah, Blue Slater is like your way to go. But yeah, these fights were crazy, man. And then this next fight, I actually decided to bring in Simon again, because I was like, yo, I need Simon, you know, to do some damage and not have like a full AoE kit. So one of his cards are AoE and the other cards are single target. So that was pretty lucky for me. I actually wanted to do some single target and avoid AoEs as much as possible. Well, unless I had like a 3-star, then I had to throw it out, right, to try and get the ultimate. And Arden is over here doing damage. Oh, I regret, man. Now, what if I had 80 like Slater before I even went into this PvP match with YAMCHA? This, of course, is a part of our themes. He actually mentioned, he said, yo, you want to do Dawn's Roar versus I hate their name so much because it's so long. They're the Pleiades of Azure Sky, right? Azure or Azure, I don't know what it is, but it's too long. I'll just call them the Pleiades. Dawn's Roar versus the Pleiades. I thought it was interesting because, you know, like, oh, you don't see that every day, so I might as well use it. I actually wanted to see which one of Weinhardt's cards gets harder right there. That's why I took the extra step. And I thought I could kill Deathpierce. Deathpierce is so annoying. Now he's gonna lower my attack, though. I was so upset. At least I got Hugo's ultimate. He hold on a sec. He raises defensive stats, right? So of course, that's what I wanted. See, that I think that prevented me from being killed. Oh, of course, Deathpierce ends Weinhardt's career. So, oh man, it's stressful out here. I'm trying to do what I can, of course, with Deldry's ton. It was actually low-key clutch. Deldry isn't like typically good for like everyday occasion, but it's like this specific instance. The specific instance when I open my mouth too early to say, yo, I want to use Dawn's Roar. I didn't think about Deldry. I didn't think about Deldry being able to taunt everybody who's AoE. Nearly everybody on the Pleiades are single target. So obviously they're going to be hitting harder. I don't have too much defense to work with. The only defense I have to work with is Slater's debuffs and Hugo's passive. That's the only thing I had to work with. So what could I do? I was too abrupt. I honestly should have just like, yo, let me look at the cards first and then I'm making my decision. Or I should have like flipped a coin. I don't know. I just said, yo, give me Dawn's Roar. I was like, oh, Davo, you stupid idiot. Now we're 4 fights in and we're just struggling. And of course, my Slater. I'll bring Blue Slater now because I was like, maybe Red Slater wasn't doing it. I'm bringing Blue because he has more health and attack, right? And I get charmed by Deldry. So it's a rip. What can I do? I couldn't do anything. I think I actually did do some damage to one person. I brought Slater to hit Deldry, but Deldry charmed Slater, right? So I think he can do damage to Deldry. So it was lucky I brought Wineheart back in. Since Slater was charmed, I thought I could do some work with these AoE cards. But of course, nothing prevailed. I tried, and then he focused Wineheart, bro. YAMCHA, your big brain is too good for you. What could I do? Of course, Slater's second card actually gets rid of stances, and then I quickly found out, oh, that's not a stance, that's a buff. I can't get rid of it. The only way I can get rid of buffs are if, what can I do? You know, like Elizabeth, Green Elizabeth, her 1-star attack card actually gets rid of debuffs. It's actually pretty clutch when you go against like harder events. But Slater, he just gets rid of stances. That's why he's good for Red Demon, because Red Demon takes stances. So I try to get Hugo's ultimate right here and try to do something. Of course, he raises defensive buffs. I said that, what, like twice in this video. So I'm going to try to survive this ultimate. He's going to ultimate with Death Pierce, who lowers attack. And Deldry, I think she's an AoE. Yeah, she's an AoE with her ultimate, of course. And Death Pierce tries to finish Slater off, but I'm hanging in there. It's a sad sight. I don't know what to do though. I try to get rid of old dude right here in one shot, but couldn't get. Well, I did get it done. So I just wanted to kill one. I just wanted one little goal to finish out the last fight. That's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. Let me know if you want to see more. No, I know you want to see more PvP fights. Just let me know what theme you want to see. If you made it to the end of the video, comments. Since the last person in the fight to survive is Vivian, no, not Vivian, Julian, comment Julian. And I know you made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.